afternoon baseball here on the show. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Atlanta Braves and the Philadelphia Phillies. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next. Zach Wheeler, a right-handed Georgia native, gets the starting nod. Dan, any thoughts?
This guy had a real solid season last year. ERA under 3 on the year, which is pretty good in this day and age of high scoring and a lot of home runs. Let's see if he can duplicate that year and make this one just as good. It'll be interesting to see how he pitches in this one today.
This is line to left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
Batting second, the second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
To the plate now, Ozzie Albies. 2-1. His career line against Wheeler. He's got 3 base hits in 17 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, are coming off a good victory here in front of the home faithful on opening day.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's a long season, but they were able to win the opener, and nothing would be sweeter if you could get in your car today and drive home 2-0. This is a big game. This is a nice little momentum either way. Another win here, and they're going to be feeling great about where they're at.
That misses. So a single and a walk, and it's first and second with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Hank Aaron. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Hard hit toward the hole. And that's through into left, a base hit. Now a long throw home. And Jones is in there safely to score the run.
Hey, that's a big RBI single right there, D'Lo. They lost the first game of this series, and they certainly don't want to fall behind and maybe potentially lose the first 2 games of this set.
Without question, Dan. Offensively, you're just trying to grind it out, give your team a chance, give the pitcher a chance to relax a little bit, even the series up, hopefully, and fight it out tomorrow.
Standing in now, David Justice. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Albies at second. Aaron at first with no outs. Swung on and chopped up the middle. Scooped up. Segura for 1. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out. Next to hit is Eddie Matthews. And now the Braves look to put more across the plate in this opening frame. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. And he misses with it, ball 4. So that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
So it's bases loaded, 1 away, and that brings forward Ronald Acuna Jr. So 1-1.
That's ball 2. It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Fouled off. And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Now the payoff pitch home. Line drive, that's a base hit into the right center field gap. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
That is seven. The first baseman, number 5, Freddie April.
In now, Freddie Freeman. 2 balls and a strike to Freeman.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Now the 2-1. Fouled away. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. William Contreras, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The 3-2 one more time. Grounder down the line at third. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another full count pitch home. High and deep to right. Back goes Harper. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam. Second home run early in the year. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, it seems like only a couple of minutes ago that we were ready for a hard-fought game. But things have taken a dramatic turn here early. They jumped all over this guy, including that grand slam. And they might not be done yet.
Here comes the Philly skipper on his way out toward the mound. And that is going to be all for Zach Wheeler. So he'll depart most likely to a chorus of boos here, as he just didn't have it today, as he leaves without being able to finish an inning. Chase Anderson comes on to work much earlier than anticipated, obviously, as he'll try and right the ship in the very first inning.
Anderson.
Into the box now, William Contreras. Looked like a cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make. The check swing appeal. Hitters rarely feel like they went, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And strike 3 there, as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. So they strike for 6 in the inning, as there's the big blow, the grand slam home run. On to the bottom of the first, it's the Braves 6 and the Phillies coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Warren Spahn is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Braves. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Last year wasn't a very good year for this guy. 16 losses, but you can't put all the blame on him. The team wasn't very good either. I mean, when you lose 16 games in a year, there are a lot of things that have to go wrong, and I know he'd like to flip the switch and have a much better season this year.
Here comes Jimmy Rollins. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. ball two now. Guys, one of D-Rose former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. They started the season out on the wrong foot, dropping one on the road on opening day.
Yeah, Matty, they need to grab this one today. You don't want to drop the first 2 games of the season. I don't care if it's on the road. I know you're going to have to battle, play well at home. You can't afford to get on the team bus back to the hotel 0-2.
Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting second.
A moment now to check out the hometown Phillies starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Look, Matt, everybody should be looking at the guy in the 3 spot. He's hitting over 400. Now, hold on. I know it's just April, but that's really impressive. And if you're hitting 400 in the backyard playing wiffle ball, you're still doing something pretty good. It's been a great start, and I'm interested to see if he can feed off of it the rest of the way.
And he missed with the palm ball, so it goes to 2-1. Spahn has registered more than 5,000 innings of work at the major league level, and having compiled north of 2,500 strikeouts, he's in great company alongside some of the all-time names like Christy Mathewson and Bob Feller. And a swing and a miss, as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2.
I know he stole a strike right there, but he wants to get that curveball down or he's going to get hurt.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Justice is right there. And that's out number 2.
Batting third, the third baseman, Mike Schmidt.
So 2 out, nobody on. And in steps all-time Philly great Mike Schmidt. 2 out, nobody on. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 2-2. Breaking ball well inside and taken for ball 3.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Ran it in on him as this is bounced toward short. Throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We'll move on to inning number 2 now from Shibe Park. It's the Braves 6 and the Phillies nothing. New inning set to get underway, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Chipper Jones.
This is when you got to get selfish. You cannot get complacent or overconfident right here. These days don't happen often. When you got your foot on the accelerator and the entire offense is feeling pretty good, get greedy and keep getting knocks and putting pressure on the defense.
The 2-2. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a solo home run right there from Chipper Jones. First home run of the campaign for him as this lead swells to 7-0.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
At the plate now, Ozzie Albies. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off.
If you're on the mound right here, you got to trust your catcher and execute. You know who's coming up to the plate.
The 1-2.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Hit softly down the line at first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The right fielder, number 44.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. Let's spot shadow Bryce Harper, and why wouldn't we? He's only one of the best players in the game. He puts it on the line every night in the field and at the plate.
Stepping in now, Hank Aaron. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. Throwing to second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
The left fielder,
To the plate now, David Justice. Hit on the ground out to short. And that's through, a base hit. Aaron blows through the stop sign, headed for home. And he's safe at the plate as they push their lead to 8 now.
now batting, third baseman.
And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. So now to the plate, Eddie Matthews. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. And this one is gone, a home run. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Second home run early in the year as the blowout continues.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
David Hale enters from the pen in just the second inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while.
Hale.
At the plate, Ronald Acuna. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Freddie Freeman there. He'll hit next. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Now to the plate, Freddie Freeman. He went deep for a grand slam in his first at-bat. Acuna stands at first with one out. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. Gone! A two-run blast off the bat of Freddie Freeman. His second home run of the game as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
Into the box, William Contreras. 2 balls and a strike.
Count is 2-1.
And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Full count now, 3-2.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Fastball at the knees, maybe even below the knees, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
1-2 now to the Braves pitcher.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
Ready on 1-2.
No, that's low.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Real Muto is after it, and that ends the inning. But they managed to bat around as 9 men come to the plate and 6 of them score. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Braves 12 and the Phillies nothing. Last half of the second set to go, and standing in is the veteran outfielder Bryce Harper. Here comes the 1-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
In now, Andrew McCutchen. And he misses 2-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Left fielder is on the move, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Batting 6, the left fielder, Victorino.
Stepping in now, Shane Victorino. In the dirt, and now let's see. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up 3 bases.
Screwball, tough pitch to lay off of with 2 strikes, but he's worked it full 3-2. Full count, here it comes. Liner in there for a base hit. Long throw to the plate, but this won't be in time as he's well safe and the run scores.
Batting 7, the first baseman, Reese Hoskins.
Into the box now, Reese Hoskins. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. And it's gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Second home run early in the year, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
To the plate now, JT Realmuto. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher. 3 runs already home here. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
A 1-ball, 2-strike count to the Phillies pitcher.
Guess who tipped their hand? They were sitting all over a piece of cheese. He flew open on the front side.
Here's a blooper out toward left center. Jones onto the grass. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Boy, Dewar, you're talking about frustrating as a pitcher. You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could race that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Good battle. Count remains full. Payoff pitch on its way. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. But they strike for 3 in the inning, 2 on this 2-run home run. We've played 2. It's the Braves 12 and the Phillies 3. Stepping in for the Braves, Chipper Jones. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. 1-1 pitch coming up to Chipper. Skied into very shallow right. Segura is there. 1 away.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
So 1 gone for the Braves here in the 3rd, and that'll bring up Ozzie Albies. The 3-1. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup, or do you stay with the heater?
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Stepping in next, Hank Aaron. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. The 1-1.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taking all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
And he got him.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Standing in now, David Justice. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Another look at the throw down that results in a 3rd out on the bases. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Bottom of the 3rd now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Gene Segura. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
1 and 2.
I think getting the leadoff man in every inning is important as a pitcher. When you're coming off an inning that you really labored through, it makes all the difference mentally.
Nope.
Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
He did well to get a piece that time, and it'll stay 2 and 2. Swing and a miss as he starts the 3rd the same way he ended the 2nd with a punch out, 1 away.
Now batting.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Mike Schmidt. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ball hit out to Albies at second base. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting. Right fielder. Harper.
Here's Bryce Harper now. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Sliced hard, but foul to the left. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
That's a
And
ball.
it's to 2 and 2 now with the bases empty and 2
2
gone
and
here in
2.
the inning. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the 2nd time today, he's gone on strikes. Phillies down in order. They're down a bunch. It's 12 to 3. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll bring up David Justice. Line drive to left. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. So it's an inning opening base hit, and the Braves have a man on.
The batter. The third baseman. Eddie.
At the plate, Eddie Matthews. Count remains 2 and 2. Justice gets his lead at first, nobody out. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3 and 2. Ronald Acuna waits on deck. Now the payoff pitch home. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
The next 3-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Into the box, Ronald Acuna. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. The 1-2 gets him looking. Strike 3. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
In now, Freddie Freeman. Got him to swing under that one. It's 2 and 2.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That could be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
3-2.
William Contreras would be next if they can keep this inning alive. A runner on first with 2 away. And that misses. Ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
The catcher, number 28, William.
Stepping in once again is William Contreras. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. The 1-1. Now a ball lined to the left side.
That's foul.
But a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw to first is going to be in time, and the Braves rally comes up short as that's out number 3. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Atlanta leads it 12-3. So now to the plate, Andrew McCutchen. He collected a base hit his first time up. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The left fielder, number 8, Shane.
Next, it'll be Shane Victorino looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel to that one.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. The throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
The first baseman, number 17, Rhys Hoskins.
So now to the plate, Rhys Hoskins.
Oh, that's out.
2-1. Victorino leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. The count now at 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. The runner from second scores as they inch a bit closer.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far. He had a home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
3-1 to him now. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
So now the pitcher, David Hale. This is a textbook sacrifice situation, so let's see if that's the call. The 1-1. Grounded up the first baseline. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Phillies get a couple of hits here, and it leads to 1 on the scoreboard. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Braves 12 and the Phillies 4. Ranger Suarez gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Warren Spahn. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, Matty, big-time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Swing and a flare down the line, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
Now to the plate, here is Chipper Jones. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. And he takes a called strike 2. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. The 1-2. Nobody out, runner on first. Hit the other way out toward right field. Harper has a read on it. 1 away.
Now batting, the second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Now to bat, Ozzie Albies. It was a walk in his last trip. Here now the 2-2.
We got full count.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
He's set, and the payoff pitch. Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Stepping in now, Hank Aaron. Oh, and he goes the other way, and he drives it out to deep right center field. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And that ends the inning. Braves strand 1, but they hold a 12-4 lead. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in Jimmy Rollins. The 1-1. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. And he'll reach first safely.
The batter, number 2, second baseman,
At the plate now, Gene Segura.
Ball, that's in.
3-1. Mike Schmidt is on deck. Rollins aboard here at first with nobody out. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman, Mike.
Next to dig in, Mike Schmidt, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Two-two, here it is. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat
right
and
fielder,
trying to
number
protect
3,
before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch
Harper.
wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
plate now. Bryce Harper fouled off. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he struck him out, his seventh of the ball game, and that ends the inning. One left for Philadelphia. They're in trouble here. It's 12-4. That brings up David Justice. He's 2 for 3 thus far. The 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Here now the 2-2. The 2-2 one more time.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
The 2-2 one more time is looked at, and the count moves full.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Left fielder giving chase. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting, third baseman, Eddie Matthews.
So now here is Eddie Matthews. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. This pitch is popped up, and this is taken in for the second out.
The center fielder of the 13th, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Now at the plate, Ronald Acuna. His career numbers against this pitcher. He's gone 3 for 4. Fouled away. And another foul ball. Another try at 2-2. Another one sent foul. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Drilled on the ground to short. He's got it. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3, but they hold a 12-4 lead. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Andrew McCutchen. The 3-2 pitch. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
I'll tell you, it's hard to get more of a confidence boost than striking out the best hitters in the lineup. Back to back to back. He's looking really sharp right now.
Into the box, Shane Victorino. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only one free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
Line to the right side. Again, a nice clean base hit, his third of the game.
Love the ability to push that ball the other way right there. Nice knock to the opposite field. That's a switch hitter's delight, the ability to use all parts.
At the plate, Rhys Hoskins, and it's fouled away. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Victorino, base runner at first with one out. Scorched to third, and a sliding try there at third, but it skips by him, a base hit.
Hey, he might have been able to get his body in front of that. I don't know. But the bottom line is, I love the effort to slide and try and knock that down, but it was just too hard to play to make.
In now, JT Realmuto over at the knees, and that's the second strike. And he fouls this one off. Here now the 2-2.
Helpful.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Richie Ashburn will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 1, Richie Ashburn.
1-1 is a slider taken for a ball.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not attacking the strike zone anymore.
3-1 to him now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Now a long throw home. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Boy, Dero, you have to be licking your chops sitting in a 3-1 count. You get a fastball, he gets it and doesn't miss it.
Yeah, Dan, that's what you strive for. Find count leverage situations where you can be aggressive. Process of elimination tells you he's got to come fastball or something over the heart of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Standing in now, Jimmy Rollins. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. The 1-2 is a breaking ball. They can't find the zone, and it's even at 2.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
2 down, runners at first and second. Heading out towards shallow right. He's under it, and that ends the inning. Phillies will have to be content with just the 1. 7th inning coming up. The Braves lead it 12-5. Sam Coonrod comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Freddie Freeman stands in looking for home run number 3 right here as you see what he's done so far in this one. Hit back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The catcher, number 28, William Contreras.
The batter will be William Contreras. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. 1 out, nobody on. Fouled off.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Fouled away. High in the air down the right field line. On the move is Harper. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
The pitcher, number 21, Warren Spahn.
Pablo Sandoval gets the call as a pinch hitter, and he'll get a chance with 2 out and the bases empty.
48, Pablo Sandoval.
The 1-1 home. High fly ball out to straightaway center. McCutcheon will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Down in order go the Braves, and the lead holds at 12-5. Charlie Morton will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far.
Charlie Morton.
Ready now is Gene Segura, and he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. And that misses ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
Now batting, the third baseman, Mike.
Next up, Mike Schmidt, who went down on strikes in his last at-bat. Segura on at first, nobody out. Hit sharply but foul down the right side.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Well outside with the curveball for a ball. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now. Trouble waiting on deck as Bryce Harper hits next. The 3-2 pitch. A runner at first with no outs here. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Stepping in now, Bryce Harper.
Nope, that's the ball.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. It's fouled away. Runners on first with one down. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in
Now
this one.
batting,
That's
center
the 4th
fielder,
time he struck out in
Andrew.
this game alone, and that's not something
McCutcheon.
you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
To the plate now, Andrew McCutcheon. High in the air down the right field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Back to the fastball, but it's upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Over to Albies covering at second, and that'll do it. Phillies strand 1. That's not going to help when the score reads 12-5. All set for the start of the inning, and standing in now, one of the best players of the past 2 decades, the great Chipper Jones. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. 2-2.
2-2.
Rocket to third. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
The batter number 1, second baseman, Harper.
Into the box, Ozzie Albies. Ball 3, not close with the sinker that time. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he fouls this one off. The next 3-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Into the corner and slicing foul. A payoff pitch one more time. Weak chopper to the left side. Once again a 3-2. There's a swing and a high blast headed for the corner and right. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Very weakly on the ground. The 3-2 one more time.
Are you serious right here? This is becoming a joke. 8 foul balls in a row. This guy is in auto swing mode. This pitcher could throw this thing anywhere, and he's pulling the trigger.
And there's out number 2.
The right fielder, number 44, Hank Aaron.
That'll bring up Hank Aaron. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. 2 out, nobody on. And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Harper has a read on it. And the inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3 as the lead holds at 12-5. The batter will be Shane Victorino. He scored after knocking a single in his last at-bat. Full count now, 3-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. He'll try it again, 3-2. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, look at the sliding stop. He is out. And what a vital play there, preventing the leadoff man from getting aboard.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Rhys Hoskins. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Hit hard to the right side. And that is through into right field for a single. And now it'll rattle up against the wall.
Boy, talk about having a day, Gabriel. He gets his fourth knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those four was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
So now to the plate, JT Realmuto. 1-2.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a 4-seamer.
Both teams right now with 11 hits in the ballgame. Now a swinging bunt. On the ground to the left side. Over to Albies. Relay to Freddie. Double play, and that'll end the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. 9th inning coming up. It's the Braves 12 and the Phillies 5. And Joe Girardi's going to get up off the dugout bench and confer at home plate, so we'll likely see a double switch here. Archie Bradley will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Brad Miller is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. All set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder David Justice. The 1-1. Bradley has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Three balls and a strike to the Braves left fielder.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. High bouncer toward the hole. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, the third baseman, Eddie Matthews.
Now at the plate is Eddie Matthews. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. One out, nobody on. fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. Into the windup and the pitch. He loses him on ball 4.
The center fielder, number 13. Ronald.
Now at the plate here is Ronald Acuna. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Matthews, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Hard liner to center field. In there, a base hit.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put-away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
At the plate now, Freddie Freeman fouled off. Ready with another 2-2. Now a fastball. Oh, strike 3 called on a pitch that looked inside. Instead, it's out number 2.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you could do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
Into the box now, William Contreras. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. Back-to-back strikeouts keep them out of danger. More of the show, Saturday Baseball, after this. At the plate now is Brad Miller, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Fouled away. Too high, ball 3.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
And could this be the start? It's a long way back, but the leadoff man is on base to start their final set of at-bats.
Batter number 11. Shortstop, Jimmy.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jimmy Rollins. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
And he wouldn't have made contact with that one with an or. It's 2-2.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
The batter, number 2.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here it comes on 1-1.
Ball 2.
ground ball sent back up the middle. And that gets through for a one-out base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Shane Green will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Alex Jackson will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Standing in now, Mike Schmidt. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
If he concedes the walk here, he's in real trouble of giving up a big inning. It's not all that bad yet, but dealing with the bases loaded will make it pretty tough to wiggle out of.
And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And he strikes out again. And that's the 5th time he's punched out today. This has certainly not been his game.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
To the plate now, Andrew McCutchen. Now a sinker's low off the outside corner, 2 balls and a strike. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. From the belt, kicks and deals. High in the air down the right field line. Long run for the right fielder. And he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.
Well, the tone was set for this game from the very first inning. They came out absolutely banging the ball around and took that great start to another notch in the win column.
12-5 is the final in this ball game. Atlanta get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Warren Spahn earns his first win of the season. Zach Wheeler permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 55 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
No sé cuál me voy.